Welcome to my pod, bruh. Me and my bro started this sick pod to discuss real things happening.
Trigger warning, suicide, addiction, and graphic depictions of murder.
Today, we're going to be discussing the two teens, both age 15, who bludgeoned and strangled a 48-year-old father and husband. Because of the age of the killers at the time of the murder, the YCJA protected their names and identities and did not disclose them to the public.
Jason Greyeyes was a husband and a father. Jason unfortunately suffered from multiple sclerosis, which required him to use a cane or walker to get around. Jason was diagnosed with bipolar, which may have led to his eventual addiction to drugs. The teens also suffered from crippling drug and alcohol addiction. The boy pre-murder attempted suicide multiple times and was suffering from severe depression.
Okay.
The killing took place near the southwest limits of the city. The teens met one of Greyeyes' connections for a cocaine purchase. There was no plan to kill him, but they saw an opportunity while the man was smoking a cigarette. The boyfriend came up behind the man and struck him 3 times in the back of the head with a hammer, crushing his skull. When the man eventually fell to his knees, the two used a garbage bag to suffocate him.
In an attempt to prevent identification, the boyfriend knocked out the man's teeth. To hide the body, the teens threw him in a nearby ditch and covered him with branches. The two later fled the province.
The two teens were caught and charged with second-degree murder. They were later sentenced in March of 2021 at the age of 18, 3 years after the murder. During the trial, it was revealed that the two teens responsible for the brutal murder of Jason Greyeyes had previously discussed the murder, but plans were not concrete. Thus, they were charged with second-degree murder. Both teens expressed remorse for the killing, stating, "Jason did not deserve what happened to him at all. I am truly sorry for my involvement in this horrific event." Both teens were sentenced to 4 years in prison and 3 years of community service. The maximum youth sentence under the YCJA, keeping the parameters and goals of the YCJA in mind. Jason Brian Mahoney believed that the intense rehabilitation and supervision would aid the youth in eventual reintegration into society.
The murder of Jason Greyeyes affected more than just the
Killers. The recent widow of Greyeyes said in court, "My children lost 2 parents that day, not just their father, but me as well."
Based on the effects of this horrible killing, I believe the boyfriend should have received an adult sentence. The impact of the victims was intense, and justice has not been served. I believe that crushing the skull of a man and purposely hiding his body warrants 10 plus years of prison time, with added therapy and rehabilitation.
The killing of Jason Greyeyes deeply affected the victim's family and devastated the community. The victim was hit in the head with a hammer several times, strangled to death, and his body was moved to a secondary location. I believe that the crime was extreme enough for the teenagers to be given an adult sentence and many years of rehabilitation. Justice was not served, and with a crime like this, the teenagers need to be held accountable for their actions.
Thank you guys for listening to our sick pod. You can follow us on Instagram and our new TikTok page called True Crime Bros. Please like and subscribe. We love you guys. We send all of our love to you guys, from us to you, because we know the fam that we've created, the Low Gang. The Low Gang has always got our backs, like Team Low Gang. Respect to you all. Have a great day! Exclamation point.